Hi, my name is Khaled. I'm a photojournalist here in the Bay Area, and I also run a meetup group for street photographers here in the Bay Area. Today we have few photos taken by photographers in my meetup groups. I will link to our meetup group in San Francisco in the description below. But today we're going to be talking about these photos and how to improve them and how to emphasize on the main subject, how to use the crop tool. So let's start. We are in a library right now. We're gonna move to the next step, which is develop. And we're gonna start with this first photo. Exposure wise, it's pretty good. I might need to add a little contrast, open shadow a little bit. But there is a couple of issues with these photos. There's a couple of distracting elements that we need to get rid of to focus on the main subject in the photo. The main subject is the kids in here and the guy who actually handling the dough. So the distraction is on the right here. There is a person, and on the left there is also a couple of hands that they're just not adding much to the photo. So we're gonna go to the crop tool, and you can actually lock the aspect ratio, and you'll be able this way to just maintain the integrity of your frame. And now you'll be able to actually focus on what is important in the photo. We're gonna click done. So far, that's a pretty good cropping decision. However, there is some problem with the photo. There is really highlight coming from this door, like really bright overexposed part. And normally your eyes go to the brightest part of your photo, and it distracts you from looking at what the story in the photo is. The story is about this kid taking a class from this older man. I wasn't there, I did not take the picture. That's when I'm looking at it, that's what the picture tell me. We need to kind of take down the highlight and overexposed part of the picture. We're going to go to the brush tool, and right down here you can actually click on show selected overlay mask. With the bracket on your keyboard you can actually increase right here. You can see it. You can increase the right bracket, increase the brush, or decrease the brush by clicking on the left bracket. So right bracket will make it bigger, left bracket will make it smaller. And we're gonna go here and basically mask this area, so we kind of try to dim it a little bit so it won't be as distracting. And here there is some area I'm gonna go a little bit over, which is fine. I'm gonna go down in the brush, left bracket, and I'm gonna be painting all the bright area. All right. If you go over area you do not want, I'm gonna go a little bit bigger in the brush, right bracket bigger, left bracket smaller, and then I'm gonna click on Option key. I'm working with Mac right here to eliminate the areas that I do not want it to be affected. All right. So now I deleted. As soon as I click on option, you'll see the minus sign in the middle of the circle right here. And that will be able to actually eliminate the part of the mask you do not want it to apply. All right. So with that being done, I think I'm gonna go over a little bit more. Just make sure it's not gonna be perfect right here. It's a quick and easy fix. So we're gonna go to the brush tool. It has all this slider in here, very similar to the basic slider in develop. And we're gonna go to the highlight and take it down a little bit, and you can't see much here because the mask is on. We're gonna take the mask off. Just we won't be showing it. We're not taking it off. It's still happening. It's you're still affecting this area, and I'll show you. You see, here is the slider for highlight. I'm able to affect this one area, and I think right here is pretty good. I'll take the exposure down a little bit, and I think that's a little bit better and less distracting. And now this photo is done. So now we're going to move on to the next image. So right here, the problem with this image is the white balance is a little bit off. And in order to fix it, we're going to go right here to the white balance sampler or selecting, and you click on it, and you need to find an area where it's affected by the light or the ambience light, that it's really white or really black or really gray. This person right here with a hat have a black jacket, and this person right here also have a white shirt. So we're gonna click on white balance sampler, and you click on this t-shirt, and you'll see the white balance changed. And if you want to add a little bit more warmth, you can do so, but it's definitely different than what we start with. That's here, that's what we started with. It's really warm, and once we get the white balance eyedropper right here, clicked on that white shirt of this person. You also can do the same thing with black pixels in the photo. So you go again, here we go, the white balance selector. And this person right here and this lady, they are wearing black. You click on their clothes or that pixels that represent black in the picture, and the software will be able to adjust accordingly. Well, right here, the white balance is fixed. Okay. But I really would like it to be black and white. It will be a lot less distracting because there is a lot of color, a lot of texture, and I just want to focus on the scene in a coffee shop. But for me, I would really like it to be black and white. So instead of clicking on this tab and convert it to black and white, I rather stay in the color space in here and go to saturation and desaturate the whole image. And that way you're not losing any of the qualities that the color bring. And you actually can go adjust individual color to make it more intense or less intense. Over here, I think I'm gonna add a little bit contrast. Gonna take the white down tiny bit, and with the black, I'm probably gonna open it up a little bit right here. And that's about it for this image. I really don't want to do anything to it. I do like it the way it is, and it really convey a good scene at a coffee shop. Now we're gonna move on to the next image. And I would like to emphasize on the person and what he's doing. To be honest, the stuff in the foreground, the stuff in the background doesn't add much to the picture. The action here, this person is fishing. So I need to highlight the main subject in the photo and not get lost in all of this area up here or down here that it doesn't give me much information in the photo. So we're going to go to the cropping tool and start cropping the image to get him highlighted and show him and show what he's doing. So right here, that could be a really good cropping. You can see him, you can see his facial expression, and you can see that he what he's doing. This for me is a lot more storytelling image than before cropping it. But we're gonna go around and see if the white balance is actually working. We're gonna find black pixel here, click on it, and of course that's so warm. I might like back off with the temperature a little bit, but not a lot. And right there, that's the image. I'm gonna leave it as is. So we're gonna move on to the next image of this person serving. Right away, the horizon is not level. He is too small in the frame that you really can't notice him. But he is the main subject of this photo. First of all, we're gonna go again to the cropping tool. We're gonna crop it to make it more impactful. And right here, that's pretty good. And I can go to the aspect ratio right here. It's 2:3. And now we'll try to fix this image. I think it need a lot more contrast to kind of bring the silhouette person who is serving. And maybe we can go to the white right here, the white pixel, and bring it down a little bit. Go to the black pixel and crush it tiny bit. I think we can use our imagination and say, okay, this person is serving really early in the morning where the light is really warm, or like during the sunset. And based on this image, we can pretend that it was taken really early in the morning or in the golden hours. So we can have some artistic liberty to kind of like add a little bit warmth the image right here, the way we cropped it, the way we added some temperature to it, it make it more stronger, and you can see right away what is the main subject in the photo. So I'm done with the tutorial. If you have any question, please leave them in a comment below, and I will see you in the next tutorial. I hope you learned something new. I encouraged you to explore Lightroom a little bit more, and have a great day.